Right, abuson mu bibia kwa ban famra twike ni sem blossom e wo YouTube so azi abuson yaba ensem a e koso e wo mema sin the trending story no ana chese menso mensa aka be ba besum e wo bibiara o he channel sisi be na abuson the thing na say ya fa to yon say anything e be happen wo mema say no ye beba ya ba bibi mo say na mu bia hu de e ko na me say no nipa ba ko say no why topic for the moment e Sammy Gyamfi ya be kai Sammy Gyamfi one of a kind of Asim na sema yi kasa this guy kasa we akobesi kire ne edin bi na ibiri akasa no okrebeje onsa na me kasa ni video bi aba beton monten so ebisanse ne be koso no mesra so bu ne ndi kwaso so onya subscribe mfa ma channel ya na wa subscribe e de ama na se me bonze mi na to fa de atia de tinya nse e ba be play video bi am edin kan hwe anse me wi aya ko the main video a chese Sammy Gyamfi ne ho aka adwe ma e sisi no NDC mpemfo ankasa ato monsa e de afre no chief of staff ato inside their friends ombra na cheso ntimi be church as within 24 hours wa bra or to nsa e de friend no na ebeko ya kwa ko hibiri wi a yeti eye info ne so e de account medin e de kwa am gentle
Ana budi ni na mama anaye. Family na mama. Ni na mama. Honorable.
Honorable.
I'm the tallest. I was Sammy Gyamfi.
Yes.
Who say woman?
Monday. Mommy,
According to him, President Mahama must crack the whip on his code of conduct for public officers to serve as a deterrent to others. Issue goes beyond mere apology. And let me even say that I was one of those who were very happy. I was very happy when His Excellency the President was appointing a lot more of the young people. And that's a clear indication that, of course, Ghana is getting to a stage where lots of the young people can be entrusted with the affairs of the nation. But when you see someone who was so strong, condemning people, condemning the SYLMPP administration as it relates to matters like this, and he himself, is seen caught on tape, giving dollars to someone. It's uncalled for. And you see, the president must crack the whip.
But we understand the chief of staff.
Yes, I heard that. Right. It shouldn't end there. The president must crack the whip to uphold his own code of conduct. Far too long, it looks as if the appointees of this NDC administration, they are taking the president for granted. And it is so worrying. The president, of course, gave them the code of conduct, and even before that, he asked them to declare their assets. Mm-hmm. Lots of the appointees couldn't meet that. And it was unfortunate for the president to even come up with a bizarre, punishment of just deducting their salaries and all that. There should have been more punitive measures, right, so that they will not take the president for granted. Well, government communicator Dr. Sammy Gyamfi believes the apology from the NDC's Director of Communications should suffice. He further mentioned that the summon by the Chief of Staff, Julius Deborah, is a clear indication of the high standards of this government.
What has happened, and the apologies that has been rendered today or yesterday
yes,
by the CEO of Goodwood shows the high standard that we are setting as a government. It shows that lawyer Sammy Gyamfi has a high sense of responsibility. He has a high sense of respect for the people of Ghana. He is a patriotic person. He is sensitive to the individual plight of the people of Ghana and his party people. That is why he has rendered that apology. He is a product of generosity. As I sit here, I am a beneficiary of his generosity over the years. Many NDC people can attest to that fact. Indeed, we had comrades that unfortunately died before election. He took to himself to take care of their children until they are of age. It is something that he does for so many people. Unfortunately, this time around, we all saw that he was caught off guard. Indeed, a covert gesture that he intended to do became overt. You understand the point I make? He didn't.
But the point is that he saw people around, so he should have known better. That's the point that people have made over.
That's why he made a point that he knew he exercised indiscretion. But the point is that he has apologized for that fact, and it will not happen again. It is a product of the high level of generosity that he exhibits. But that was not the case under the MPP. The last people to talk about this matter is the MPP.
Well, the minority in parliament is addressing the media on recent acts and with the controversy over the weekend. And before Wale, Dr. Kabiru Mahama has said that, suggesting that there's nothing wrong with the dollar gifts to Nana Gada by Sammy Gyamfi is, they say there's nothing wrong with it. It is ridiculous. Our parliamentary affairs correspondent Ibrahim Alassa joins me now with the latest from this presser. Ivy, what more has Dr. Kabiru Mahama been saying?
The Wale MP, Dr. Kabiru Mahama, and immediate past economic advisor to the former Vice President of Mahmoud, is that they are demanding an immediate audit of Sammy Gyamfi to determine the source of the dollars that he first of all counted in his vehicle and then handed over to Nana Agrada. Aside the demand for a forensic audit, they argue that the action by Sammy Gyamfi is a flagrant disregard of the recently launched code of conduct of the John Mahama administration. And so they are demanding that the president speaks to this matter. In fact, to them, the fact that this has been more than 48 hours and there is no official communication from the presidency on the action by Sammy Gyamfi, it's untenable. Again, they indicate that they have heard that there have been some actions undertaken by national security operatives, including raiding the residence of Sammy Gyamfi. To them, it's a hearsay, but if that is the case, then that is very much welcome. They also welcome the fact that the chief of staff reportedly has summoned Sammy Gyamfi to come and answer questions relative to this particular action. But to them, to the minority, Mr. Sammy Gyamfi has breached the Currency Act as well as the Bank of Ghana Act and many other regulations in the country that bar individuals who have not been licensed to first of all hold, trade in or transact business using any foreign currency, including the dollar. Again, Dr. Kabiru Mahama goes ahead.
We'll get back to IB for more on that. As you're saying, the minority is alleging that Sammy Gyamfi has breached the Foreign Exchange Act. We are not supposed to transact in dollars according to regulations provided by the Bank of Ghana. We'll get to that a bit shortly. But a youth advocacy group known as Youth for Action has strongly criticized the acting chief executive officer of the Ghana Gold Board, Sammy Gyamfi, over what they describe as a reckless display of indiscretion. This condemnation comes in the wake of public outrage following the controversial dollar giveaway to former fetish priestess turned evangelist Patricia Odro-Cranton, known as Nana Grada. Addressing the media at a press conference, the group's convener Isaac Echampon labeled the incident as regrettable and warned that such conduct could jeopardize future opportunities for Ghanaian youth into higher public office.
As a youth, this is the most unfortunate thing to happen to any youth. We always say we are the future leaders. People should give us opportunity to serve. That has been we have trumpeted that for so many years. So when opportunities are given to the youth, you expect that the youth will take that opportunity to prove to people that indeed we are capable. What Sammy Gyamfi did is unfortunate. And I don't believe that any youth will be happy about what happened. Because such things makes the future very bleak for we the youth. It should not be encouraged at all levels. Not at all.
When a politician or high-profile government official is caught on camera handing out cash, it's bound to spark debates, and Sammy Gyamfi's gesture to Nana Agradaa is just doing simply that. My colleague Siana Yato took to the streets to hear what Ghanaians think about this controversy. Listen.
He is known for his bold political statement, but this time it's not his words making headlines, it's his wallet. Sammy Gyamfi's act of generosity towards Patricia Asiedu, aka Nana Agradaa, is raising more than just eyebrows. From social media backlash to a sermon by the Chief of Staff, the heat is on. But how are Ghanaians reacting to this spectacle? Let's find out.
Once Cecilia Dapai's case came, he spoke his mind. And I agreed with him that he quoted the law that any money that cannot be accounted for has to be investigated. He's just 4 months into office, and he's been able to dole out dollars to an individual. And so Sammy should be able to tell us within the 4 months how much his salary is, that he can give this amount of money to one person. We are also not forgetting the fact that President Mahama has enjoyed a lot of goodwill from the people. We rejected the MPP for a reason. And so that should remind them that the same reason we rejected the MPP probably is the same thing they are doing.
Sammy Gyamfi shouldn't be somebody that should be holding dollars in this country. He's the one in charge of Ghana's gold at the moment. So he should be the first person to always change his money into cedis. Since the Bank of Ghana is trying to eradicate the tendency of dollars as the second legal tender in this country, he shouldn't have done that.
If Sammy Gyamfi is having his money and he has decided to give it to Agradaa, that's a donation. Why not? But in one way or the other, I would say Agradaa is not someone who is all that poor, or she is not poor. If like he is looking for someone that to donate her, at least he can go to the streets of Accra. There are beggars, there are a whole lot of people there that he can decide to give them money. By giving money to someone like Agradaa there, then I would say it's a political fame or something like that.
The question is, why did he give her that money, and what for? There are lots of youth here who are unemployed, and they want some job, or even those on the streets. You can even give it to them to buy something to feed. So my question is, why did Sammy Gyamfi give Agradaa that kind of money?
Well, that's the reaction of Ghanaians about Sammy Gyamfi's dollar controversy. We'll keep you updated on that. I'm Sena Ajato reporting for GH1 News and Star FM.
Well, we said that we'll keep reporting to you on what Ghanaians think. Just on the streets is not enough. The completeness comes with social media comments as well. And Nanama Akwa is standing by with all that many have to say.
Well, Emma, a lot of comments, but let's quickly flash through. When we stay with Facebook, Kwabena says the public purse is on fire. Augustina says Sammy is strong, he will pull through. Don't forget tomorrow, if you sought help from him and he denies you, don't call him stingy. Adam Mohammed says next time, you will be careful. Abraham says Sammy is competent in his job. We should think about that too. Michael says Swift, I love this. Punish him to serve as a deterrent to others. We also have Dada. The issue is the person he gave the money to. Leo Carter says, I see nothing wrong. Please forgive him. We have Kobe here too. Oh, camera summons. Sammy Gyamfi counted that amount of dollars. Then there were indeed a lot of dollars in the car. Raymond says Sammy Gyamfi, the CEO of Gold Board, is milking Ghana power. His new name is Dollar Distributor. And when we move over to Instagram, Hugh says NDC, NIF419, they're just doing this for the people to praise them, but in all honesty, ain't kosishi. Then we have Rain asking, what did he do wrong actually? Has he stolen government money to dash to people or what? I'm still confused. Jerome says, Sammy, you are only good at communication, but there are other things you do need to learn. Ohima says, hey, Sammy Gyamfi, were you charmed or what? This is unbelievable. When we move over to X, we have Yawa. For what reasons did he steal someone's money? It's his own money and he will spend it the way he wants to. Our last comment is